Alright, welcome to the worst automotive channel on YouTube. Um, well, I've already done videos on this car, but I've already done a video on this car, but it was a horrible, shaky, low resolution mess. It was on my old phone. Now I got a much better phone that I had to sell a kidney to get, but it was worth it for the camera. Cheaper than actual professional equipment, which I'd love to get one day if I'm making money off of this YouTube, or if I'm just making enough, truthfully, because I just like doing YouTube. So someday, probably. There comes a jet. Oh, so someday. So someday, probably, someday, I can't promise when, I'll actually have professional cameras and studio equipment and all of that stuff. If I make, because I'm not planning on stopping YouTube anytime soon. But I'm not going to bore you with all that. You don't care about none of that. I've probably already lost most people. But anyway, this is a 1980, I think, Camaro, or was a 1980 Camaro. Not quite sure what it started out life as. It might have just been the baseline. 78. It's a 1978 Camaro. It says it right there. 1978. At least I hope that's the year number. If not, I'm sure somebody's gonna call me stupid. Oh well. Not quite sure what this car started out life as. Obviously, as you can tell right now, it's a shell. I think it still has the transmission in it, but it is a shell. I think the trans blew up and they pulled the motor and put it on something else. It originally had a Pontiac 400 swapped into it. It was a stroked up motor. I think it was a stroker. I think it was more like a 427 after the end, or 4 something. I don't know. I don't remember. And like I said, I think it started life as just a normal V6 Camaro. Could be wrong about that, but I believe that's what it started life out as. And as you can see, it's an orange. This is a really cool car. I don't remember what it would run. It was a pretty decently fast car. I think it was like a 8-second eighth around here, and like an 11-second quarter mile, like standard drag strip. Might have been faster than that. And obviously, it's got as you can tell, this is not a metal. You can hear it. That is fiberglass. You see it cracked right there. Jet. You can see it was cracked, and this was a really old Pro Mod. Not quite sure when it was built. I think the owner told me, but I don't remember now. I think it was sometime in the mid-90s, early 90s. I bought the Camaro when it was fairly cheap and completely rebuilt it from the ground up. As you can see, it is missing the rear end. The rear end went into my uncle's blue truck, which I've been trying to get a video of, but they never tell me where it was or anything, or take me to it. I don't know where, well, he'd tell me where it is, but he'd never tell me how to get there. But he has had an old, I think he still has it, I don't know, an old little Mazda truck. He had a 350 in, blew the 350 apart, sent the entire side of the block down a drag strip, but whatever, it has the rear end from this car. He since replaced it with a S10. He's taking apart the blue truck. But anyway, that's not about this. So the rear end did go to another race car. It's still got the front end. The motor, I think, went in I don't know what happened to the motor in this one. Something broke on it. I remember being told that, and that's why it's back here. Just eventually moved on to a different project and it's sat back here. Because, I mean, it doesn't really have any value anymore. It's cool, but stuff like this, if you were to go to try to sell it, is a very hard sell. It'd do good for like a dirt car or something, or revive it to make another drag car. I don't know what the horsepower was in the 400 that was in this thing. I think I was told it was something like 520, about what a guess was. It was never dynoed, but for the speed compared to the weight of the car, that's what they figure it would have, like 520, 480 horsepower. I'm sure this was a sight to see. I'm sure this thing was really cool to see running. There comes another jet. I think it was a supercharged car. I'm not quite sure. I might be getting mixed up with the other one the owner has. The owner has a 350 that has been bored and stroked all the way up to a 396. That's supercharged in a Regal, a Buick Regal. I think that's what replaced this car. Was the Regal. I think the motor, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the motor. Something happened in this car. I remember him telling me what it was, but I don't remember what it was. Again, I think the transmission blew up. I believe it was a supercharged 400 in this, because I think the 400 came out of that car right there. I think the trans blew up in that, and it moved over to here into this one, and the trans blew up in that. And then I think it got moved into the Regal, and the motor finally blew up. I'm letting the jet pass. I know, silence. Oh no, not silence. You might be able to see it through a little bit of... You might be able to see the... Yeah, you can see it. You can see the roll bar in there. And I guess we'll get to the portion of my videos where I always daydream. I think it'd be cool to see this car return to being a drag car. Honestly. Modernize it and have it as since it's missing the entire front end pretty much, with an aftermarket, basically a pro stock front end, a 90s pro stock front end. I think it'd be cool to modernize it, put a modern powertrain in it, and build a purpose-built drag car again, or put it back together. So they're done to death, I know. I like more originality, but for just competitive settings, they're amazing motors. An LS, but an LS 6.2 all aluminum, big block, not big block, but all aluminum LS block in here. Twin turbo, the iconic setup at a 6.2 all aluminum LS, twin turbo, fully built, making probably 900 horsepower, hooked up to a Ford 9-inch rear end. And this thing would be stupid fast. If you wanted to do a period correct race car, it'd be cool to put the 400 back in it, another 400, stroke it, supercharge it, and rebuild it back to what it was. It'd be really cool to see that. But this is one that, and if I'm not mistaken, these cars are pretty rigid too, because I think I was told they were unibody, but it looks like they're body on frame. I think it's a body on frame car. I'm sure somebody will correct me. So just box the frame in and you've got an excellent drag car. I mean, excellent drag car. Well, after the jet passes. Well, so this video doesn't take till the end of time to upload. I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you made it this far into the video, you at least like hearing me talk. So if you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is like, subscribe, comment, share, and spread the word of the channel. It's the easiest way to do it. I mean, easiest way. But if not, it's fine. You at least watch the video. And with that, thank you for watching, and have a good one.